And we're live.
Hello, I'm Garmbreak1, and this is Hyperlanes the Celadon Caravan, played on D&D 5th edition. This is a, setting or hack, depending on what term you want to go with, made by Scrivened LLC, or possibly Scrivened. I should tweet them and ask. I'll give a rundown of what happened last session after my players introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Karu. I'm playing Miria, a Aqualian. Is that what? A Quildus. Ambassador, a watery girl.
Hi, I'm Sho. I play Cheddar Montague, the Naver bounty hunter who is trying his best to keep Miria alive.
Matt?
Hi, I'm Matt. I play Devra, the Vespin wasp girl soldier, who is kind of shy and reserved and looks to be trying to make sure no one kills themselves.
Hi, I'm Pi. I am playing entry 3542, the outlaw gunslinger, which is about equivalent to a rogue, and they are not entirely human or scorpion or understandable.
But they do have a star chart carved into their chitin.
Exoskeleton, I believe.
Exoskeleton, thank you, yeah.
Though that changes slightly since they pick up traits every time they molt.
Which is still cool.
The star chart's still there.
Freaking awesome.
Before I get into the description, the answer to our poll from our Hypercorpse 2099 session was Dorian, according to popular perception, is wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mask on his face. And so it shall be. Forever. Alright. Last time, you guys had hitched a ride on an ancient city caravan spaceship alien stuff. And things started breaking down, getting weird. You all ran into each other by a series of not at all contrived coincidences. And you shot a giant, snake that should have been dead for several thousand years, and successfully avoided getting melted into data gunk, because that's gross and weird. I think that about sums up. Oh yeah, and you guys were on your way to, I think, meet the Prime Elder?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Did I miss anything there?
I don't think so.
No, I think that's it. We were just on the way there, I think.
Cool. Oh, right, and, Miria's hover bike got totally trashed.
Wait, what? When did that happen?
When you didn't keep it chained down.
You tried to turn it on, and it just started flashing proximity warning at you and wouldn't move.
Well, yes, that doesn't mean it's totaled.
And I think you left it alone, didn't
I think you left it alone, yeah.
You left it, you abandoned it. It's
I
gone.
left it
Bye-bye.
there because it wasn't moving, but I still had it chained up.
Did you?
Yes.
No, no.
No!
'Cause you looked at it and you had chained it to itself so the chain
Yeah.
was just floating with it.
And then I fixed it.
Yeah, and then you tried to get on it, got the proximity warning, and then didn't do anything else with it.
But, okay, whatever. We're not doing that right now. We're
It's more humorous this way.
you
Yeah.
all.
Poor Miria. Alright. So you guys were summoned to the Astimos, the foremost ship of the caravan. You guys, I assume, take a shuttle of some kind, unless you really desperately want to go for a spacewalk. I don't recommend it.
No, we're good. We'll take
Alright.
a shuttle. What could possibly go wrong in a shuttle?
What could ever go wrong in space? Space is a great place. Anyway, yeah, you take a shuttle, you pass the other ships in the fleet. It's weird being this far into space. Most of the times when you're out of hyperspace, you're somewhere in a system, either near a planet, or at least there's a big bright star vaguely nearby. There's just nothing out here. you are Lord knows where. Anyway,
Somewhere in space.
somewhere like way deep in interstellar space. It probably looks very beautiful with the galaxies in the distance and like exactly zero light pollution, but also terrifying because space is really big.
Mhm.
Anyway, you guys managed to get over there without any problems other than existential terror, which is the most we can always hope. And you guys were summoned to the command area, which is known as the Narthex. That was the sound of me accidentally punching my energy. I did not spill it into my computer, so we are good.
Awesome.
I assume a guard or something is waiting for us to lead us to the correct place.
Well, there would be if it wasn't for the fact that the place is in about as much of a state as the Garcido had been. There's lights flickering, things like burning green flame here and there, stuff like that. Yeah, it's not hard to find. It's like the place where you landed is very close to the command area. But on the way there, you notice that like every once in a while, the gravity kicks out for a couple seconds at a time. It's like
Not
you go to take
disturbing.
like you go to take a step and your other foot just doesn't come down, or like doesn't hit ground, I guess, until it does. So yeah, and you reach the Narthex, which is what the command area is called, which is presumably an ancient alien word for command center. And it's a big place. It overlooks the massive chilled computer cores that run the ship. And there's people shouting at each other, yelling at each other to fix things, or like blaming other people for whatever. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to find someone that is less frantic than everyone else and ask him why there is so much boron burning within this ship. Because there was not green fire on our ship that I can remember.
They're definitely not.
And he
FYI, boron is the element that makes things flame green.
Doesn't copper
generally.
as well?
Copper is, I believe, blue, maybe green, but mostly boron. That's what's used in fireworks, I believe.
Okay. He looks at you for a moment and goes, The boron stocks are burning? Oh no! And you see him like throw a data pad off to the side and go, guys, the boron stocks! The boron's on fire!
Yeah, I'd like to take that data pad. Sneakily.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody's paying any attention to you,
Cool.
Tiny Mouse.
Awesome. Perfect.
Good luck
So we
decrypting
need
that. Or a song.
Totally not having flashbacks to our sons hoarding data pads.
Alright, good to know.
Mm,
So yeah. Sorry?
That seems cool.
mhm.
Yeah. Place is in Hellish Pandemonium, and you are looking for the Prime Elder, Tarika, who you don't really see around there. What would you like to do, my friend?
Go for the nearest guard-looking person.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Hi. What can I help you with?
We were sent here to see that name you just said.
Prime Elder. It's like the
Prime
word
Elder.
prime and the word elder, but
Prime Elder.
she's the number one old person.
We killed the really old snake that was not supposed to be on the ship, and now we would like to speak to someone in charge.
And the human gives you a look of like, he suddenly looks a little bit more alert and goes, "Oh, you're the weirdos. All right, I'll take you to Tarika right away."
Well, I would rather be the weirdos than the ones that don't know how to introduce properly to their command.
Thanks, Scorp. And he leads you into a room just off to the side because she's a Scorp.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
This guy has
we
absolutely
will
zero tact.
go to the room.
Shit, you right. And you find a oldish human woman in a emerald green jumpsuit.
Oh god.
And what? You don't like old people?
No.
He is the Prime Elder. What did you expect?
The number one old person. Who the fuck is Ozma?
From The Wizard of Oz.
I thought that guy's name was Oz. No, I guess. Anyway, you shut up.
Hello, I assume you're the Prime Elder? We're the group that just saved your ass.
And she suddenly springs up out of her chair with somewhat more agility than you'd expect, given that she looks elderly. He goes, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Tarika. Normally this place isn't so... this.
Disarray?
Yeah, in disarray.
It's a disarray.
I like you, Car. I
Me
promise.
too.
Look,
I like her very much.
Common is my second language, okay?
She gives you it, just like smiles at you like old ladies do. I thank you greatly for dealing with the problems in the... I wish I remembered ship names better. The Garcido. That, as I'm sure you surmise, is not the only issue that we're having currently, and you seem to be some handy folk.
Ha, ha, ha.
That one wasn't supposed to be a joke.
Most of us have most of us have extra arms. Yes.
This is not the most tactful group of leaders.
Wow.
Yes, quite.
Yes.
You seem to look like what was it? Large, grand something. Do you also bake cookies?
I used to. It's been a while. My duties at the... Anyway. While you folks were doing battle with that strange serpent thing, the rest of the caravan's been having issues of its own. We've been experiencing explosions, almost. Except instead of blowing things up, it's more like an area of a ship gets wrong. Kind of goes back in time.
What?
What?
Yeah, right?
Wait, how does that work?
If I knew, we would be 10 steps closer to solving this problem, I assure you.
This is a problem?
It's
On the contrary, this is fascinating.
It can be both. It's a bit of an issue for the people who were in those sections at the time.
Why?
What do you think?
Does the ship get teleported back in time piece by piece, exposing the smaller centerpieces to this vacuum of space?
Luckily, it doesn't seem to breach... Well, none of the hall sections have... Actually, wait, yes, they totally have. Luckily, it seems to be a fairly instantaneous process, so we haven't suffered a significant atmospheric breach, except for that one repair bay. But that was all drones, so we're good.
All living things are drones of some sort. No great loss. What have we learned?
Well, we've learned fascinating things about the ship's past, like the fact that most of it used to be military, and some of it's just kind of sprouting weapons now, which is...
What?
Fascinating.
Excellent.
We're armed to the teeth, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
I need more teeth.
Same.
Oh, okay, so what happens to the people caught in these temporal rifts?
A lot of vomiting for the most part.
They reverse in age?
Or
Not
get
as far
older.
as we... It seems like it's just the
Obviously not.
ships. But the sudden... They got you. The sudden change seems to induce some nausea in anybody exposed to it.
Mm.
And some strange things have appeared on the outside of a few of the ships, anomalous objects that we can't quite ascertain the purpose of. We're not sure if it's related, but you seem to be very adventurous folk. We were wondering if you would be willing to check them out, as most of our actual security teams are dealing with the chaos.
And poorly at that. What is in it, as they say, for us?
Well, there is an old research ship down in our technology reclamation sector. If you get it back to working condition and fix these problems, it can be yours.
I could have my own research lab.
In
Curious.
context of this setting, how much are ships usually worth in terms of credits?
Lots.
Hell of dollars. I'll see if there's
Lots
one
and
listed
lots.
for it.
Garm, is there a lever in this room close by?
Um,
Oh God,
probably.
don't pull the lever. Leave me
Does
alone.
this Prime Elder seem to be really, really gaunt, almost skeleton-like, or what?
Oh God.
You ever see a lady who's like obviously somewhere in her 60s to 70s, but like exercises all the time, so still looks fairly
Fit.
Yeah.
Thank you for describing my mother.
You ever seen your
That's
mom?
generally not the age of a grandmother, though.
Look, you know what? It's all I got for you.
I
She
don't know.
could
My
probably beat
grandmother
you
was
up.
like that.
She could probably win a fight, but it would be very bad for her.
Yeah, alright. Let's just hope there aren't crocodiles at the end of this lever, then.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Emperor's New Groove.
Yes, you shall be Kronk.
I really enjoy your entry voice. Also, Matt, to answer your question, about 150,000 to 200,000 credits. So,
Okay.
approximately
That's a
hella
good
dollars.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
Deborah's eyes light up with that kind of like money and resources, even split 5 ways. She'd be set for life, so she accepts.
Right. Entry, you're gonna pull the mysterious lever.
Well, how else will I find out what it does? Please don't tell me it shoots lightning bolts.
Alright. You pull the lever, as the Prime Elder happens to be looking away, and it, like, you feel resistance and it just kind of snaps off in your hand.
Strange. I thought weapons were made better than this. Oh well, it will still fit in someone's eye. I'm just gonna keep the little bit that broke off.
Alright. The Prime Elder has no intention of stopping you. Frankly, she probably wasn't sure what that was for either.
Why do they even have that lever then?
Wrong lever!
Huh, where am I gonna hang my coat now?
Okay, so you want us to check out these anomalies.
Yes.
Like, okay, cool. How is everyone doing health-wise?
I am completely uninjured.
I'm missing 5 health points.
I'm missing 8.
I like to imagine that Entry, like, as part of the experimentation, has an actual straight-up health bar in their vision.
Does everyone else not have a heads-up display?
Oh, I
It
do.
overlays on my left eye. After they replace it, they were kind enough to give me a new one.
Not quite. Anyways,
You are inferior beings.
Can we put an Entry in every campaign we ever do?
Please.
Why? So I can play my asshole least ethical side of my scientist self.
It's so good.
It's so good. Oh,
Uh,
God.
Deborah's too
This
weak
is
to
like
argue.
everything I've ever wanted to do with my life, but can't because there are social constructs in my way.
What'd you say, Matt? Matt?
Oh, I just said Deborah's too timid to argue with the medical abomination.
Man, yeah. It's made so much better by the
Please.
fact that there's another sensible scientist in the party.
Please, please do not say that you said that out loud.
no.
Medical abomination.
No,
It's not.
no.
Good. You're
Then we'd
so
have a
lucky.
problem on our hands.
Wait,
Oh,
can
yes.
you read minds?
I do have telepathy, but I'm not sure it works that way.
Alright. Anyway, do you have any further questions for the Prime Elder?
Yeah, any chance we can take a long rest before we go look at this thing?
No.
Okay, I figured. Look, I had to ask.
Where is the nearest other abomination that is not in this room?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, that
Very
sounds about
well, then we will find it ourselves. Come, inferior beings.
And yeah, at
Let
some
us
point in there,
make haste.
she gave you the directions to the technology reclamation area.
Alright, so we'll head that way and hope everything goes fine. It won't, but you know.
It
Oh,
won't,
it
but
never does.
you know.
We'll try.
You walk through the halls, and every once in a while you see a section that goes from, like, the metal flooring and such that you'd expect to, like, there's a 5-foot drop, and that is just, like, slick green crystal everywhere, and then you have to kind of climb back out at the other side.
Green crystal.
That's what the ships are made of. So I guess Celadon colored crystal.
No. Uh-oh.
And, like, those sections have readouts on displays that in languages that you don't recognize and, you know, shit like that.
Hmm.
Weird. And it's always just the
Celadon looks
ship.
like
Sorry,
Celadon looks like jade. I thought it was much darker.
Yeah, it's about jade colors. You hear a motorcycle in the distance.
My motorcycle!
You hear a loud bang in the distance.
No!
Alright,
Yeah, Cheddar smiles.
you guys aren't even on the same ship.
I know, but it's great.
I mean, coincidence is a hell of a thing. Sorry, somebody was saying it's just the ship.
Yeah, so
Who was
the
that?
temporal distortions are just happening to the ship.
Seems to be, yeah.
Interesting. Weird. Alright, so we carefully make our way there and hopefully nothing apparates like where we're standing.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This
you
isn't-
guys...
What is it, Bethesda? This isn't Bethesda, right? We're not going
This
to have any
isn't-
clipping issues?
This is not Bethesda. This is Warframe.
Oh.
I mean, you're right. The DM is dying. Alright. Anyway, you guys eventually reach a maintenance wing completely devoid of other organic beings. It's a cluttered mess, and most of it just looks like a crap ton of junk. But it's teeming with small robots cutting things up with lasers. And one very big, approximately house-sized one with 3 cold glowing eyes. Which looks like it's organizing the others.
Oh my god.
I mean, is there any chance these are the ship's robots cutting it up with lasers?
Well, you were told it was a technology reclamation area.
We were
AKA
told it's a
salvage.
technology reclamation area. Can I make like an insight check to see
Yeah.
if these things are?
Yeah, give me an insight roll.
Oh man,
Could be anything. Could be bees for all you know. Not
I-
bees. You're the bee.
Wow.
I would like to use my feature to kind of just slide on by. Unseen servant, just gonna blend into the crowd and kind of walk through and not bother any of them.
All right.
Do any of them have caches or pockets or tools clipped to their legs?
They don't really have legs. They're mostly hoverbots.
Wait, you said that they were carving things with lasers, correct?
Yeah.
What kind of lasers are they? Like, are they laser pointers? Is it like their entire arm or face?
It's so they basically got one arm that's like a grabbing appendage and one that's a welding laser.
Interesting. How large is this arm?
About the size of a small child's arm.
Excellent.
You can't
I want to
pickpocket
rip
something's
one
arm.
off. I'm sorry, I can't what?
Rip it off.
I was gonna say you can't pickpocket it, but that
Oh.
works.
Never mind. This is gonna go badly.
I would like to take the part of the lever that I broke off, jam it into the joint, and use that as a pry bar to pop it out of its socket.
Oh.
I
Okay.
mean, you could have just
Give
looked for the
me
off switch.
Yeah,
an
I,
attack roll.
I'm gonna stealth.
God.
Because I don't want to be around when this goes to shit. I'm also going to recommend that Miria, at least, follows my lead.
Yeah, I'll follow your lead.
What kind of attack roll did you want me to roll?
Will that be a strength check?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Oh, this is going to be hilariously bad. All right.
Oh!
That was actually pretty good.
For
Yeah!
a 0, that was pretty nice.
You manage to tap it with the lever, and it just like swings out of the way. Unfortunately for you, that is not a hit. But you hear a loud, booming voice go, What in Silicon Hell are you trying to do to my robots?" And like the entire place shakes a bit as this thing speaks, and you look over, and the three glowing amber eyes are now staring directly at you.
It is not my fault that you seem to overcompensate with the number of robots that you have. I am merely taking this one apart for further examination.
What I need-
Certainly your 3 eyes can see that, even though you should have far more than that if you would like to accomplish anything.
What I need to get the job done is no problem of yours, fleshy. What are you doing here in the boneyard?
Would you like to find out? We could demonstrate skills.
How about we avoid needless comment? Needless combat. We're just here because we were sent by the Prime Elder to look at whatever it was that got materialized. That doesn't seem to belong to the ship.
You were looking for an ancient-ass research ship here.
Yeah, that.
That. I was paying attention.
Thanks, buddy.
I mean, that fits with Miria.
Ah, the flawed brains of the squishy meat folk. So poor in memory, unable to pay attention to intricate tasks. So you're looking for a ship, are ya?
Yes?
I think I know the exact one that old Tarek is looking for. It's over in that pile. It's in the Starship spare parts pile, over yonder. And you see him gesture with a giant freaking welding laser at a particular pile of parts.
Okay then. We'll look for that, and we'll let you and your minions continue on your task. And not
Well,
pry
thank
them
you for the
apart.
permission, Your Highness. And the
You're
eyes go back
welcome.
down, and it keeps melting.
Oh, I can't help but say, oh, I like him.
You hear a deep rumble that you can only assume is derisive laughter.
Oh, I
Always
really
nice
like
when
that.
people, recognize my position. Let's go.
He evolved.
Go.
Of course. As one overcompensator to another, of course he would have to recognize your... What was it you said?
Position.
Position. Under a boot is also a position.
Oh, she knows that one.
Lewd. Anyway,
Yeah, I've used it on
so
you.
who is taking the lead on this search for the ship?
You started it.
Follow me. Otherwise we will be here forever.
Perception's not that bad. Oh, it's wisdom.
No, God, so you're like
I have good
negative
perception.
blind?
I have good perception too.
Deborah will take the lead if
Great.
no one
Roll-
else started walking up there.
Great. Deborah, roll me an investigation.
Oh no.
I like you.
Oh no.
Man, that sure is a pile of parts. Like, that's definitely a pile of
Well,
parts.
I
Like-
was,
Is this a ship? Deborah like goes over to this obvious pile of junk and like is like, is there a ship in here somewhere?
Deborah, that is a left sock.
And that's
Deborah
a wrench.
realizes they're looking at like a giant pile of laundry and refuse.
Only left socks.
better
Yeah.
help me here. Let's look for this thing.
Okay.
I think you can aid each other on these checks. I
Yeah.
do believe.
So,
Yeah.
Cheddar, you gonna aid me?
What's your intelligence modifier?
I mean, I have a +2 to investigation.
I have a +4.
Okay, I'll aid you then.
Okay.
I say,
Oh, aid!
okay. Wow.
Okay.
I'm like,
That's a ship
I
over there.
I say, yeah, come help me, Cheddar, I say as I go help Cheddar.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Cheddar, you find what looks like most of a ship. It's a round, coppery vessel with an oily rainbow finish, so it's almost like kind of iridescent. It looks like it's not completely junk. It is going to take some repair work, and it is buried under crap.
Well,
What would you like to do?
I'd like to turn to my minions and be like, hey, let's unbury this now. While giving a rather smug little smirk to Miria. I'm totally not making fun of her.
Yeah,
It's
bury it.
it's a lot of heavy metal.
Yeah.
But, Cheddar, how will we accomplish such an intricate task without our gigantic lasers that can only be wielded by a sledgehammer?
You know I can still hear you, right, Fleshy?
Oh, you mean they actually programmed you with further voids in your head? There weren't enough already.
I've got microphones planted all through the yard so I can hear if something happens to fall and crush something squishy.
I look up.
Do I see any of these around?
Give me a perception check.
Nope.
Nah, you don't see shit.
Wow.
All right.
Our rolls.
Well then.
How precarious is this pile of trash that seems to be obscuring this ship?
Not particularly. Things are stacked like. Well, these have survived all of the like the sudden drop from hyperspace and everything. You wouldn't be able to just knock it off.
Mm-hmm. What if, is there a way to get into the ship? Like clear a hatch or something?
Are you looking to get into it and turn the engines on?
Oh.
Because that went so well last time.
Yeah, sure.
Proximity alert.
Warning.
You managed to find an entry. Do you want to try prying it open?
Yeah.
Don't hold on. Let's try a more delicate approach to this, princess. And then I'm gonna whip out my security tools.
All right, go for it. That's what I have you here for.
Mm.
Yeah, you managed to pop the door open. Still takes a bit of force to get down, but it doesn't like shock you or blow up.
Cool, but neat. Gonna make my way inside then.
It's very dark inside. It smells like rot.
Odds.
Oh.
Wait, it smells like what?
Rotting something.
Ah,
Fucking darkfish.
great. So you're telling us we have a ship full of sulfur.
Yeah, maybe. You see a ship that looks like it's been retrofitted at least 4 times.
Oh.
Pretty good considering the larger ship we're on has been retrofitted thousands of times.
Probably, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
More
this
than
is almost
thousands.
new.
Well, so what else do I see inside? Any source of the rot?
Just sort of permeates the air. Like this thing's obviously been here for a long time, and anything that could rot in here probably did. It's probably like seeding or something that's rotted away over time.
Mm-hmm.
Are there things that used to be fleshy?
Not as... Give me a perception check.
Oh. Somebody's hungry.
Here and there you can see the skeletons of like small vermin.
Wait. Vermin as in actual vermin, or vermin as in like
Talking vermin.
Shut up,
Sorry, vermin is in what show?
neighbors. AKA
Neighbors?
me.
Oh no,
My
just like
people?
actual vermin.
Okay.
I think vermin's a slur against your people.
It is, probably.
It is, and as soon as you said that, I
Actually,
was
you know,
switching
it's
towards my
probably a
pistol.
slur against all of our people, come to think of it.
You're right.
They're
You're
not
right.
wrong.
I'm
It's
pretty
like
sure
the
that includes
N-word,
you.
It's the
and
V word.
It's the
Don't kill the DM yet.
I think we've been doing that all night.
I really enjoy you guys. I am so glad to have you guys as my fucking role-playing group.
What about
Goddamn.
the regular role-playing group?
So,
Mm.
does it look like we could finagle something to get this to start working again?
Yes, it's gonna take time.
Okay.
You're gonna have to make sure that the hull is like properly space worthy.
Mm-hmm.
The engines look like they are pretty shot. It's gonna take some work on those too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, but why exactly were we sent to look at this thing?
Old research
It's a-
vessel. Yeah.
So we don't need to get this up and running to fly. We just needed to get the systems up so we can see what information we can gather from its.
Maybe.
I thought we were
we
supposed to take a look at the ship from the outside and figure
Yeah,
out.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Well, we can't do that until we shake everything off of it, right?
That's true.
If we can get the engines running just enough to make it bump off of the surface it's on, maybe we can shake everything off that way.
You know what? Devra will go back to the robots because they're out of ideas.
We're not
And
out of
I
money.
will try and request that the robots help to clear the ship. I'm gonna
Quickly.
try and diplomacy my way through this. Hopefully, I'm gonna ask
Bless
really
you.
nice.
Yeah.
Are they around?
Scrapper's still there. The other ones aren't like the other ones are just drones, and not like you. Like actually,
Yeah, I'll go.
Gotcha.
I'll go with
I'll-
her because
I'll
I am not good with computers. So I'll leave Cheddar to check what he can on the computers, and I'll go with.
Wait. You left
You left
Cheddar
the
and
two-
Entry alone.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Yes.
sorry. Hold on. Let's resolve what Deborah's up to first.
Okay.
You want to give me a persuasion roll?
Sure. I'll go up to the Scrapper and I'll be like, we fleshy meatbags could really use some help to move all this heavy metal and salvage that's blocking the ship. Could you help us out?
Oh my god!
Oh,
I said
so
I'd help.
sad.
I said I'd help.
Oh, that's true. That's
What
true.
are you saying then to help us out?
I mean, yes. You see, we're kind of weak, but you're so strong, and you have all these helpers, and you could help us. Get everything off of the ship. You might even find some good salvage in there.
All right. Does that just give advantage or?
Yes.
All right. You see Scrapper's like floodlight eyes freeze for a moment, and you hear him go, "All right. Prime Elder would probably appreciate you helping me, or me helping you. Plus, he'll
Really
get
would.
yeah. And Lord knows she keeps the lights on in here. Fine, I'll help you." And you see like a distant crane arm like drop down above your ship and just like start pushing stuff off of it.
I start cheering on Scrapper to give him advantage. If I can.
He like kind of swivels to look at you for a sec and goes, "Thanks, meatbag."
Aww. I'm not there.
All right. The ship is once you can move it, it can move without immediately smashing into something and exploding.
Good.
Assuming you pass your piloting check.
Excellent.
Let's get back before the other two leave without us.
Probably
Yeah,
a good
hey.
idea.
Speaking of,
I was gonna
what are the other
say.
two?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gar.
I was just asking what you two are up to.
So, right after they leave and close the door, I say to Cheddar, "The larva watchers are gone. Let us hack this into shaking off the rot. You have security tools as well, correct?"
Oh, I do. Let's
Oh,
also
no.
make sure that it doesn't kind of explode as we do it.
A minor detail,
Yeah. Unlike some,
minimal losses.
I can't regenerate.
A pity.
Yeah.
We could have you outfitted correctly. I'm gonna go hack the engines to make it go shuka shuka shuka.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
All
go try and stabilize the engine so it doesn't go boom.
You get to the relevant maintenance area, and it's clear without even having to like really look much. These engines are pretty shot.
Mm-hmm.
If they were an internal combustion engine, this would be like you dig something up from the middle of a field and it is entirely solid as all the like oil and stuff is solidified. It's gonna take at least an hour.
That's
So
fine.
you're telling me that there's just stuff in the way, correct?
That's bad.
No, you're gonna have to replace things, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You mean I can't just shoot the gunk out?
Nope.
You cannot just shoot the gunk out.
Afraid not. Doesn't work
As
that way.
much as I love it when shoot the gunk out is a solution to
Works.
your problem.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Lewd.
I was trying so
Thank you.
hard.
Someone was going to have to say it.
Oh, I was trying so hard to keep a straight face there. It's like every time I laugh, it goes into coughing fits. All right. Yeah, you guys want to take a crack at repairing this? Luckily,
Sure.
you're in the best place in the convoy for it, since you're surrounded by spare parts.
Yep.
All
Let's do it.
right. Chadsy, why don't you give me a roll for your repair tools with advantage because of all the spare parts?
Okay. Oh.
It takes
Is it
about an
advantage?
hour, but you think you got it. By which I mean you definitely have it. Like, this thing is going to run like a goddamn dream.
Now we just make sure that Myriad doesn't pilot it.
I'm right here,
'Cause
you
it'll
know.
run. Yeah, well, it'll run like a goddamn dream into the wall if you're piloting it.
Whose dream is this?
What? Just out of curiosity, what's your piloting skill?
What is piloting? Dex?
No, it's pilot is Dex, I'd say.
Boy, that's a really good question. Let me
I'm
check.
untrained, but it's a +4.
Well, mine's a +4, but I've got pilot's mind. So, Cheddar, you were saying something about me being a bad pilot?
How many times did you wind up crashing that motorcycle?
None.
The answer is 6.
A pilot's mind is only useful if there is a mind to begin with.
Excuse you. Anyways, we're not here just to pilot it, aren't we? Weren't we supposed to figure out where this came from?
No, we were supposed.
Yeah, no, this came here when they picked it up from Lord knows where in some kind of trade. You're supposed to figure out where the ancient crap bolted to the hulls on the outside seems to have come from.
Cool. Does this thing actually have anything to do that with?
Oh, this thing it's like kitted the heck out with sensor units.
Yep.
Okay, so we don't have to go out into the space.
Oh, you're still gonna have to go into space.
Does
Of course,
it have
right?
suits for that?
Oh, you can do it from inside. Like you can do it from inside the ship.
Oh, that's what I meant. Like,
Okay,
we as people are not going to have to leave the ship to figure out what's going on. We can stay in the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a small amount of spacesuits if you want them.
I mean, my custom armor is sealed too, so I have atmosphere in it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I just
sorry,
have
I'm
a
just trying to
cat
figure
suit.
out what. Oh, pilot. Oh, pilot's like straight up a cloud.
I got like a Star-Lord style life support mask. And that's the extent of my armor.
I have a set of formal clothes, but that's not going to help me in space.
Nope.
You're right.
It will help us.
Shit, you're right.
Vehicles
What?
are a tool.
Yes, vehicles are a
Yes.
tool.
Okay.
Oh shit.
There are a lot of tools here.
Hey.
Yeah, because there's different types of vehicle tools, so you can be proficient in like space vehicles, but not be proficient in like land vehicles.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a space vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty nice. That avoids some of the issues we had in Saga Edition.
Yeah.
Where like every single thing Savor touched, she was an ace at flying, even if she'd never seen it before. Anyway. You should also Entry, what are you up to while Chedsy McCheddington fixes the engines? Are you assisting with that or working on other stuff?
I believe that's why Cheddar got advantage, wasn't it?
Cheddar got advantage because of all the surplus parts.
Oh, okay.
Please
What?
tell me you made that noise.
I made
That
that
was show.
noise. Sorry.
No, I mean, please tell me Cheddar made that noise.
Oh,
gosh.
yes. Cheddar did. He probably also did finger guns too.
Beautiful. I appreciate McCheddington.
Well, I have proficiency in repair tools. If there are any of these scientific instruments that need repairing, I have medical knowledge, which might help me understand a little bit of what's going on here. scanners and that kind of thing.
The scanners seem pretty hardy. They seem to be fine. It's just the fuselage is the only other thing that looks a little bit out of sorts.
Then I shall go out and start checking and making sure the hull integrity is correct, because it would be really bad to go out into space and have a leak somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
This
Anybody
is
want to
true.
help Deborah?
Maybe, depending on the answer to this next question.
Uh-oh.
Do I recognize anything inside the ship as what was also in the lab that I escaped from?
Probably not. This is more for astronomical studies than like this wasn't a floating animal testing facility or something. This is the sort of thing that you fly perilously near a sun to figure out like what the magnetosphere of it's like. Not quite full
Somebody's
on.
got to do it.
Somebody's gotta. Yeah, it's not quite full on a sun diver, but it's an astronomical exploration vessel basically.
So lots of armor, probably not a whole lot of weapons.
It's got a couple of cannons. I'll give you a list of what all it has once it's
Up and running.
yeah. Alright.
I guess I will try and help Devra, because otherwise I want to keep an eye on this medic.
I saved your life.
Alright. Alright, Devra, give me a repair tools roll with advantage.
Okay. 23.
Alright, it takes about 2 hours. It's a pretty garbage job, let's be honest here. Welding and testing and making sure that the whole thing's sealed. But you are pretty solidly confident that this thing is as space ready as it's gonna get, and it is unlikely to catastrophically decompress and leave you all to the cold mercies of space.
That is good to know. Glad I came out here to check.
If you hadn't, you would have died horrifically.
Yeah, good. Good. I'm glad I thought of that.
So, hull's fixed, engines are functional. Cheddar did not get sucked into any kind of turbine, despite being very small.
I will quickly check the weapons as well, too, if I haven't already.
I will definitely assist with that.
Not like test fire them, but check and see.
No.
Yes,
That's
that
how we
would
will
kill you.
test it.
Well, Cheddar took an hour to do the engines, and you took 2 hours to do that. So maybe Cheddar got to it first.
Cheddar's probably going to get to it first, yeah.
Yep.
Devra, you could put yourself to good use by calibrating the sensors, making sure that those all work.
Yeah, I'll probably do that as well.
I'll help Cheddar.
All right.
By following every instruction he says and trying not to mess up.
So you have a grand total of 4 laser cannons. You have an aft laser cannon, a starboard laser cannon, a port laser cannon, and a forward laser cannon.
Do they rotate for 360 degrees of coverage in terms of shots, or do each one have their own cone of fire?
I think they each have their own. That's a hard question.
How about an easier one? Do they all look functional?
Give me an investigation check.
Do I have advantage since I've got the one helping me?
Yeah. Yeah, they look fine. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you can shoot anything from anywhere, just so that we don't spend 600 hours trying to figure out how we're going to.
More importantly, which one is closest to asshole McRobot face?
Oh God!
Please not shoot asshole like robot face, and
Please.
also the 4 laser cannon.
Please don't.
And it was Devra that was calibrating sensors?
Yep.
Devra, you seem at least more competent than others in this group. How
Don't touch that
confident are you in your
Uh,
abilities, that it is?
depends on what you mean. I'm like busy still looking at the sensors. To be honest, I'm not very bright.
I work on the
kind of.
sensors here.
Oh, yes. I was a medic before I became a soldier.
Well then, I suppose that will be of use as well. I'd like to aim like 10 feet above asshole McRobotface's head.
Oh God.
Okay.
I was gonna make it 5, but Deborah seems to be not so great with bits, so I add another 5.
Okay. Why? All right. Give me a D20 plus 7.
This is a terrible idea.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Now it's a terrible idea.
It either went
Clearly
fire-
nobody had reflexes and stopped me.
Oh, we're all busy with our own tasks.
You hit one of his eyes.
Oh no.
Deborah is like shocked when she hears cannon fire. Are we under attack? And then like she sees entry 35 by the weapons control panel. What did you do?
You said you were a medic first. You may want to go medic.
What just happened?
Is there like a window? Can I
Did you
see like
just-
what they've done?
Yep.
Did you
You've
just
got like a holographic display. And yes. Good lord. You hear a deep rumbling in the distance and the sounds of machines converging on your location.
Yep. Let's pilot and get this thing the fuck out of here.
So,
Well, maybe it's not on the other side, Zio.
Alright. Anyway. So you guys are gonna try and get the hell out of here, I take it then.
Yeah.
Who's piloting?
Deborah will start the engines.
Okay.
I will aid whoever is piloting as co-pilot.
Give me a dexterity check with advantage, Deborah.
Why, man?
Why? You were the one who said that you were doing it. I wish that you would have said
No,
it.
I mean just in general.
Oh, thank
Because someone was
God.
supposed to have stopped me.
But I was busy.
You managed to get that thing off the ground and out the, like, holographic force shield that prevents all the air from decompressing.
Okay.
Congratulations. Also, Deborah, when you were out scouting the fuselage, you noticed some writing on the outside that I forgot to mention. There's writing in about 5 different alphabets, each one, like, struck out except for the very last one, which reads coherence. You can surmise that's the name of the ship.
Got you. 5 times. It was renamed 5 times.
Yeah, the first 2 are, like, the probably 2 of them you recognize are old as hell.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are older than that.
Did anyone else see those, or was it only
Uh,
Deborah because they went out?
I guess you were helping Deborah, weren't you? Entry?
Yeah, they were.
Yes, because I wanted to keep an eye on the medic.
Yeah, you probably would have.
Do I recognize any of these languages?
Probably the most recent 2. Like,
What
suffice to
was-
say, this thing is old.
Okay, so I know
AF.
common, circuit, well, circuit, since I am circuitra, and
Yeah.
hexenary. Do
Uh,
I know the last any names of this ship aside from what it is now?
I I think in this case it's more like recognized as you know it, like you know what alphabet it's from, more than you can read it.
Okay, then I want to write them down and find someone else that can read them later.
Okay. You guys should all have a handout under handouts labeled the coherent.
Oh,
It's-
that's what that was.
Yeah. That details all of the stats of this ship. So there are 5 positions on this ship. There's the gunnery / pilot / sensors position, and then engineering and sensors, and then gunnery. Each gives you a gambit, which I have also conveniently listed out in that document. So where do you guys wanna sit now that you've escaped Scrapper and have not in fact been turned to laser dust?
What
I guess
What
I'll be
does this-
engineering.
I was gonna say, what skills do these require
Yeah.
that we would know of?
Well, sensors is gonna be science. Piloting is dexterity.
Oh, never mind for sensor. Or
What stat do you have for science? Question mark.
Observation. I'm guessing that's wisdom or intelligence. One of the
It's
two.
in your tools.
Yeah, it's under tools.
Ah,
So I have a +1 to my
I
science
see.
and a +4 to my pilot. And I have advantage on all pilot checks.
and I've got a +4 to pilot, and I've got. I'm sorry. What was the skill set that was used for science? I'm guessing it's intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence.
Then I have a +2.
If we don't have proficiency in the school, does that mean we can't actually use the observation? Or
The gambit in this case represents what you can do while you're on that station.
gotcha.
So yeah,
So the
even
ship
if
is
you will not-
providing that gambit.
yeah, with its technical capacities,
Got you.
which is actually pretty sick, and I like that.
Yeah.
It beats the hell out of the clumsy way that Saga Edition did it. Anyway,
Yeah, maybe I should do piloting unless anyone has more than a +4 to pilot.
I only have proficiency in the security tools, but I have a +3 in Dex.
You know what? Devra will take the sensors and allow the other two more scrappy among us take the gunneries because they seem to enjoy shooting things.
You're giving the one who already shot something with lasers.
Which
Oh,
means I
she-
have the most experience.
well, she hit it, didn't she? Or he?
Yeah, that does seem like the correct thing to do. I'll take the piloting, and the 2 shooter McShootersons can take the gunnery pods.
I might switch to a gunnery as well, depending on how things go.
Yeah, engineering is the only one that doesn't have like an innate gun. But yeah, the ship is small enough that you could like run between
over.
the two. That would probably be your entire turn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm thinking somewhere on the scale of like the Railjacks from Warframe. God, I can't wait.
I
Anyway,
can't either.
the hype.
Hmm.
Anyways, so we have somebody on the sensors, right?
Yes, that will be Devra.
Stellar. Devra, as you try to pinpoint the weird, freaky anomalies powered by Technobabble, why don't you give me an investigation check?
Oh,
This is
I have sensors too at the piloting station. Can I also run?
Yeah, sure. Also, anybody who looks out a window can give me a perception check.
Okay, I'll do that. It's over there.
Yeah, Cheddar and Miria. You, at about the same time... Well, Cheddar sees the closest one. Miria, you, using a sensor array, get a more... An entry. Entry does not succeed on that one, actually.
What?
It's
She had...
I'm going to
different
be a minute,
PCs for
guys.
different
Oh,
skills.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt, what were you saying?
Huh?
Matt? Sorry.
Did we lose Matt?
And he's still in the Discord.
Matt?
Alt. Deborah, no, respond.
Matt, if you're talking, we can't hear you, bud. I'm gonna continue carrying on, though. So, Miria, since you're on, like, an actual display, you get a somewhat more, better view of where they are. The rest of you can see this one here marked conveniently at C. Miria, your display shows you B and A as well, which are down further to the south? Back?
Okay, behind us.
Yeah, behind you. Rearward, I guess. You're all on the new map, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, what do these things look like?
They look like giant, preposterously intricate brass machines. They look like they are kind of clamped onto the side of each ship, and they're emanating deep pulses of deep green and very visible energy.
Well,
Does the
guess we
readout
should-
tell us anything about what they are or what they what their purpose is?
You just get a little flash that says something in an ancient language you don't recognize, and then below it, temporal anomaly detected.
So it seems like these glowing green things are what is making the temporal stuff happen to the ship. I don't think it's a good idea to go touch those things.
Oh, it is a good idea, you said?
No.
Oh, what about shooting them?
I hate to directly go to the most barbaric approach, but
She didn't say no.
Yeah. I'm already
I want to
targeting.
shoot it.
Me too.
Eh.
Garm?
Garm? Matt?
Sorry, I just realized I fucked up something.
Uh-oh.
But it's fine. Don't worry.
Did you want to go back?
No. They gave me a map that only had the letters on it, so I assumed that you would detect all of them at the same time. That wasn't true.
Ah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Whoops.
Yeah. But it's too late now, so.
I mean, the
By
two
which
in
I
the
mean,
back are
no,
like
fuck it.
farther back on the ship, right? Well, the ship we're on, the ship that we're flying over is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, Charlie is the one that you guys weren't supposed to have detected. Whoops.
Oh.
Wait, really? That was the closest one.
Yeah, it's on the underside of the ship and better killed. Anyway, I kind
I mean,
of
we
fucked
could-
that up, but yes,
we
no,
could
you guys never
also-
heard about C.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could just not meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, friends.
No, you're
Yeah,
fine.
so there is a giant spire at A on the Gerenodon, and at Bravo there is what looks like a giant fucking weapon on the ship that normally projects a protective field over the fleet. And it's not really doing that anymore.
Wait, are the
So-
green things that we're looking at the actual ships that we were on?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is
Yep.
the Celadon Caravan.
Cool. Alright, so we see B and A, you said.
Yeah.
And B looks like a weapon.
And B looks like a weapon, so we're probably gonna have to go take that out first.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is gonna go so badly.
Oh, it is.
Alright, I'll bring the ship towards B then.
All right. You guys should all be able to control the ship.
Yep.
Bring it over
Right,
there.
yeah, stop there.
Yeah. It's probably gonna fire at us.
Yeah, shit, you're right.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was talking to my grandfather. He needs some help.
Well, in the meantime, your party discovered a very large weapon sticking off of the middle ship and a tall spire off of the Drenodon. And naturally, they're deciding to go near the very big gun.
Of course.
Anyway,
Yep.
I assume somebody has the ship stats open.
Yes.
It's a 22 hit you. Cool. I also forgot to punch in the ship's HP on the token. What is
250.
it?
Yeah, 250.
250.
And the AC is 17 for future reference.
Stellar. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So that does.
Lots and lots.
Where was the number? Where's the number? Numbers are hard.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there it is. All right. 17 damage.
Okay.
Somebody keep track of that, please.
I'll keep track of that as well.
Can you guys not see the? Okay, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
and you get knocked back 3 squares.
What?
To about here.
I mean, we're still within 6 of it.
You right?
Our cannons have a range of 4 or 5.
Yeah. Why don't you all give me initiative rolls?
The character initiative rolls?
I think so.
Unskilled roll / initiative for the ship is +5.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah. Okay, just give me one for the ship then.
That's
how's,
that's
Matt
better.
Murray?
That's better. We'll
Yeah,
take that.
that's good. You can have that. That's fine. I love
Because
it.
we'll need it. We'll need it.
Love it. All right, yeah, I'll.
AKA, we definitely will need it.
I mean, should we the characters roll to
For our own.
know, or do we just still? Yeah, because when did they like?
It's probably. I think we should probably just do bad guy initiative, good guy initiative, since you're all in the same ship.
Okay.
But like, there's nothing worse than being like, well, I want to shoot that thing, but the pilot's turn hasn't come up yet, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right.
So we go first.
You sure as heck do.
All right. We will go there again. Put us in range.
We are 15 feet away from.
We're 15 feet away. Near?
Ow.
Okay. And I'll let my friends shoot at it.
Okay.
So it says +7 to hit, +2 bonus for PCs. Does that mean we get a +9 to hit?
I think so.
Do we have NPCs with it? Don't think so.
You could if you had like, if there were 2 of you, the Prime Elder probably would have sent people with you.
Okay. So.
Or if there was merely 1 of you, which would have been hilarious. This would have been a shit show. Anyway.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'll fire with the 4 laser cannon.
All right.
That's a 16.
16 hits.
2d10.
4 damage.
Your shot more or less blinks off of it.
Yeah, figured. Not the best. Hopefully, my friends here are better at shooting this thing.
We'll see.
I like how I call them friends. They're not.
I was gonna say, which gunnery are you at, Joe?
I am at. Sorry. The one that has Deadeye. One of them, because there's two of them, or Dead Aim rather. So I'd be at, I guess, D, the starboard.
I'm trying desperately to get this token to look any good.
So I guess we're gonna do the next shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's where the back of it is. Anyway.
Ooh.
Whew. 27 hits, yeah. Nice.
Apparently I'm good at this.
You blow a significant chunk off of it. Alright, Entry, I believe you're up.
Sorry. Let's see here. So I am either at Charlie or I still want to call Epsilon. Damn it, Echo.
Yeah, I screw up Umbra in uniform all the time. I know the struggle.
I thought it was Umbrella.
No, it's uniform. It's
I'll
not
look
even
it
the
up.
ship.
It's
there's
just the weapon on the ship.
yeah, there's a giant cannon made out of the same stuff as the ship, which means I should tint it Celadon.
AKA green.
Yes.
I was gonna say, is
Nailed
there
it.
a difference between the two? One of them has shorter range and spray fire versus dead aim.
It's starboard and port laser cannons and the back of the ship. So
Every time I hear less, I want to say, "Did you mean fewer now?" But that's
You're
not true.
welcome.
Here. Thanks.
fewer range. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's
So
not
happy.
right. That's not right. But like, it always comes into my head.
I'll take the one with spray fire.
All right. Kill.
So I'm at Charlie, and I would like to shoot it in the face.
All right.
Ooh.
21 does hit. – 11 damage. All right. Well, you will blow that sucker up.
Also, Matt had asked a question. Is this the only one that went hostile?
Yeah.
The only one with a gun.
Yeah, it wasn't even the ship itself that went hostile, it was the gun on it.
Yeah. Basically, as a result of the temporal bullshit, a gun appeared on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now it's acting on its own.
Well, now that gun's blown the hell up. But before that, yes. Get wrecked.
So does it seem like that's the only gun thingy and weird shit that's shown up on that ship?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. All right. We should probably head to see what that spire is.
Should
Okay.
we not collect part of the gun to bring it back and study it?
I suppose we can do that.
Is it possible? Do we have like a grabbing arm or something?
I mean, it's a science ship. I'd assume it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, sure. You collect some of the freaky crystal wreckage. I'm not going to make you roll for that because it's a science ship.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to do a heart emoji, but it tried to interpret it as a roll. So, yeah.
Yeah. I've done that. I'm going to assume that we use our tractor beam and we don't need to reverse the polarity yet.
Just give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Up.
Sorry, thought I heard a knock at my door. Sorry, you guys were gonna go. Yes, you can use your tractor beam.
Pick it up with the tractor beam.
You are now the proud owners of approximately like an eighth of a gun.
Don't worry. I'll figure out how to actually mount it onto the ship and turn it into an actual gun.
I'm actually pretty stoked for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Considering that my roles prior to it, yeah.
Alright, so we get close to A and we try to use our... what does observation do
Scanner?
anyway?
Well, it allows you to figure out what the hey is going on. So those of you with sensors, give me a investigation roll. Those of you without,
Yep.
give me perception checks.
Perception. I like perception. It's way better for me. Then apparently not.
Yeah, man. I don't know why I'm trying to do sensor tools. Maybe I lost my medical license. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Science B. You have troubles. Alright, Miria. You notice on your sensors that there seems to be some sort of energy barrier around the spire.
Can I tell where that energy barrier is originating from?
It's centered around the spire.
So, like,
there
within
any-
the spire?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't shoot that out without, getting through the... What about at the base of the spire?
At
Like, where it is,
yeah, the field goes all the way down to the ship's hull.
but not the ship's hull.
No, you were not going to depressurize an entire ship just to get around that barrier.
Alright, then. Smart Pants, what do you suggest?
I mean, maybe we could try scanning it to see if there's any weak point in it.
What
Alright.
if we bounce the graviton particle beam off the main deflector dish?
Thank you so much.
This group is great.
If you want to shoot it with bullshit, you are absolutely welcome to. I will give you advantage for insane technobabble, just so we're clear on that.
If we reverse the polarity of the shields...
I need to write down technobabble shit you say and like...
And then use it
process-
later.
No, just like, you get, if you come up with original technobabble, you get advantage. If you reuse some, nothing.
We need to watch Star Trek.
Oh yeah. Alright. So you want to fire gravitons at it via the signal dish, yes?
Yes, we want to fire a graviton particle beam at the sensor tower to try and rip away the shields with gravity.
Sort out the
Dope as
shield.
hell. Alright, who are you getting to aim this?
That's a good question. I mean, I
will
could.
aim the weapon.
I will assist in that.
Deborah, do you want to fire it? I feel like you should get first dibs on that.
Okay, sure. Do you want me to run the ship's weapons or like a regular kind of shot that I'm proficient with?
Ship's weapons, so you get a +9.
Sure.
And you get advantage because you're being helped and also technobabble.
All right.
Oh, I'm so glad the system doesn't stack advantage.
Oh,
my
so
god,
glad
I'm
I
so
had
glad you had
advantage.
advantage.
Alright. You hit it, and it seems to do you see the shield flicker out for a second. You see the shot go right through it, like in one side and out the other, but you also see it flicker off the sensors for a moment as the shot passes through each side. It's like the field doesn't look solid, I guess is what I'm getting at here.
Gotcha. These readings are strange.
I have an idea.
Oh? I'm
I
all
say we go
ears.
back to Bay Bravo. We grab an eighth of the gun that we don't need, and we throw it at the tower.
We already... But I wanted to mount the eighth of a gun and make it into a gun that we could use.
Oh yes, that's why I said we get an eighth of a gun that we don't need.
Well...
It's the equivalent strategy of let's throw a rock at it and see what happens.
I mean...
Oh, so you
the
want to go back to B, pick up some more of that
some more of the
useless
space.
scrap.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I have another idea. Why don't we throw the useless scrap at it, and the two of you aim your guns to shoot at it when you see that flicker?
That's kind of where we were going with this, but sure.
Oh, more destruction. Yes, you're learning.
Alright, so we'll use the tractor beam to grab a decent-sized chunk of the thing we made into scrap metal earlier.
Alright. Who is firing the improvised tractor beam weapon?
Yes, I am.
Alright. You get advantage for Technobabble. Which is probably the best thing I've said all week.
Alright, and that was with the +9, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
It's gonna be real funny when it turns out I'm reading that wrong.
So that was a 20?
Alright, give me the standard ship damage for it, because that did hit.
Sure. I'm still really
no.
good at doing damage.
Alright, and...
I mean, that was just a piece of rock, so...
yeah.
Does it flicker?
It does flicker, yeah.
Okay, we
show
were
that
waiting. We were waiting for the flicker, so...
Deborah says, I'm detecting a series of nanowave pulse signatures in the spatial field generator.
You'll get advantage on your attack roll for this.
Okay, now, where is the actual thing that you guys did, or did you just make a new weapon?
Yeah, I added it to my sheet.
Okay, I should probably do that.
Oh.
It's pretty easy to program things on the sheet, so...
And I am starboard.
Wow. Thanks for that. Because if anybody had difficulties, now you just called them an idiot.
What?
Karu. She's like, yeah, you could totally do it. It's just way easy.
I mean...
Compared to the
I have a 6 intelligence.
Shit, you're right. Alright, yeah, take some shots, friends.
Okay. Oops, that's supposed to be a +9.
Cool, and while I'm saying all this techno-babble, I'm using quick assist. That's how they're getting advantage.
Oh, hell yeah.
The exact same
I'm
one.
giving them inane, stupid advice that doesn't mean anything, but makes them feel better about themselves.
A 15 hits.
Oh, cool.
So the advice is working.
Only 5, not that well.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you need to twist the aft graphene prism for maximum turbulence.
Alright, Entry, give me the old aft graphene prism.
Hey, that works.
Yeah, alright, that hits.
Whoa, way better damage, holy crap.
You damage a good chunk of it, and you see that shield flicker out. But the spire itself is still there and still doing spooky stuff, according to your sensors.
Yeah, but I guess we're gonna have to.
Is the
shoot
shield
again.
up again?
I don't know, but I'm detecting a nanowave frequency shift in the dynamic warp valve.
You're really good at this. I appreciate that.
Are you Googling terms from Star Trek?
I'm not sure. But I'm detecting a compression gradient in the matter-antimatter phase balloon.
That's.
I've never been more proud to know you.
Oh my god. Alright, so, well, the rock worked okay, but what if we just shoot it with the guns, like, at the same time?
The shield didn't come back up.
Yep.
Oh,
The
okay.
shield is in fact
We
down.
can just rain.
Rain death on it?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Also, let me actually fix my spelling error because that.
I didn't even notice, actually.
I did, and I was like, oh god. Anyway, so should we just start shooting again?
Yeah,
we'll
sure.
take another round.
Give me another round of shots at it.
With advantage
okay.
or without advantage? Are we still getting technobabble advantage from the, from Devra?
Do you have any ludicrous advice, Devra?
Hold on. Let me just
No, you have to.
No.
Okay, I'll just read whatever comes up. If we dump the gamma ray inhibitor before we jumpstart the magnetic resistance prism chamber, the gamma casing could be irreparably damaged.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck up the gamma casing. Sure.
Yep.
23 hits, 17 hits, 11 misses.
No, that's the damage.
Nine.
That's the damage.
Oh, okay.
So 20 total damage.
23 also hits. 13, yeah. You blow the spire off that thing.
Clearly, I do the
Tractor
most
beam it.
damage.
Yes.
Against spires. You're inspiring.
Don't make us get disadvantage for that, or we will throw him off this ship.
No, you're good.
We
Alright,
should totally just tractor beam up what pieces of that spire we can get to.
maybe do that after everything else is dealt with. Alright, after you blow that, you get a comms message from the Prime Elder telling you that they've detected something unusual in a repair hangar on the Astomos.
What's that? You're detecting a frequency shift in the multiphasic ion conduit?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll go check it out. Are the Drenodon and Senadies working better now?
They seem to be returning back to normal.
Great.
And no, it's not the one Scrapper, don't worry. Which was the name of that giant robot, by the way?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, oh, are we actually going to have to fight him now?
Alright, so censor people again. And we'll see if we can actually figure out where C is.
Let me perceive it.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Yes. Yeah, give me investigations for the...
I don't have advantage on that.
Yeah, I
just have
don't
to turn
either,
it
so I
off.
have a 9.
I think my mind is starting to get a bit overheated with all the technobabble.
Alright, Defra, why don't you give me an investigation check?
Alright. You notice as Devra's spouting off this technical babble, she's taking swigs from her flask and seems really nervous. You're thinking she may be drunk.
Oh, and she totally is drunk.
Wow. Yeah, it takes you a bit to find the correct hangar, but you do find it. As you pass through the barrier between space and habitable area, you realize that something has gone somewhat awry in here, as it's strewn about with smaller ships, old robots, and damaged stuff, and there is debris everywhere, and not in the way that it was in the maintenance yard. That was organized. Scrapper had made that place very as organized as a giant pile of junk can be.
Mm-hmm.
This is wreckage. Enough that you are going to have a lot of trouble landing that ship. Anyway, every 10 seconds or so, there's a pulse of energy released from a corner of the room, filling the entire area with green light. And more worrisome, this light seems to somehow alter the structure of the ship. The walls, floors, and ceiling seem to become newer and less tarnished with each burst. So,
Devra will pull out a little pocket scanner and say, "There's a buildup of neutrinos in the axle energizer."
So,
I mean,
it seems to be making the ship newer. Isn't that a good thing?
Not if it... This is originally a military grade, wasn't it?
yep. And
If
probably
it-
built for a very different species than you guys.
Yep.
That would be bad.
Especially if there's an autopilot sequence.
Or
suppose.
atmospheric
Atmospheric.
controls.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind if it all goes watery. The place is already
I
too
would.
dry.
I'd rather not be a drowned rat, thank you.
That's how I found you. Anyways, landing, a problem. Wait, we have a tractor beam. Can we use a tractor beam to clear off some of the air near the pulsing
Or
thing?
shoot.
No
Yeah, we
problem.
can
Just
shoot.
give me a moment to restart the malfunctioning injector, and also unspam the chronoton manipulator.
No. You have to turn the epsilon induction sensor into something with a generator heating the plasma so that we don't get flames everywhere.
Yeah, good
Wouldn't
enough
that
for me.
overheat the trans-dimensional vacuum generator?
But we get an extra power boost from that.
Give me 2d20 plus 7 rolls for tractor beaming. I guess Karu.
Advantage.
Oh, did you get
God.
my message, Carmen? In Discord?
The link to the technobabble generator.
Aw, you weren't supposed to say it out loud.
Sorry.
Plus 7.
I'll
Yes,
you
post
said?
it in chat now.
Plus 7, yeah.
6.
Yeah. You successfully clear off an area.
All right, and then we'll land the ship. Do we have atmosphere in here?
You get a radiation warning by the airlock.
Hmm.
God.
Okay. Well, can we see where the pulsing is coming from? Like, do we...
Yeah, it's in one corner. Probably about 100 feet away from you guys.
It look like?
It looks like it's about 100 feet away.
They have sensors. I'm pretty sure they have a zoom function.
It's blasting like radiation out all along the joint.
Right.
Zooming
Also-
enhance.
Definitely don't. We definitely don't want to go outside. This thing is radiation proof though, because it is a science vessel. So I guess we'll inch closer instead of landing and get close enough to maybe shoot it.
All right, so you're just gonna like hover over close enough and then blast the fucker.
Well, we have
Yep.
resistance to radiation damage.
Yeah, as long as we're in
On the
here.
ship, yeah.
All right, who's shooting it?
I'm shooting it.
Me too.
Yes, I'm guessing
All right.
to the starboard and port.
After you get to shoot first, you seem like you're
Oh yeah, she's jumping the gun.
got your finger on the trigger.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, he does.
Yeah, a 29 does hit.
Wow.
Would you kindly give me your damage? Yeah, that thing is toast. Yes.
Nice shooting entry.
That sounds like bad.
Hey, Entry. Why don't you give me a perception check, buddy?
This is still going to be worth it.
I will laugh if you crit fail this. Oh.
All right, Entry. As the smoke clears from your shot, you're still looking down the sights, I assume, making sure that thing was in fact toasted, and you are somewhat disappointed that you don't get to take another crack at it. But you realize that a set of automatic doors right near where that device was have been recently forced open.
Uh-oh.
In fact, you can see that the metal doors bear imprints of hands, as though somebody with absolutely preposterous strength separated them with sheer force.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Oh.
Uh-uh.
Excuse me, I have made an observation.
And right as you say that, all of the lights go red, emergency lighting goes up, the artificial gravity turns off. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Nice.
That's amazing. I really, really like this.
This module is actually fantastic.
Yep.
I'm having a hell of a time running this. There's so many places where I can put just like a little bit of extra flair in there, but I never feel lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's well organized. I don't have to constantly flip back and forth between everything, which can be a problem with some of them.
It's pretty exciting too. I just really hope we resequence the molecular modulator before the lepton phase control system explodes before next session.
Man, me too. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Hyperlanes so far. It was
Me
worth the
too.
pickup.
All right, well, that's it for today then. Unless you had something you were going to say when I cut you off.
I felt like I did, but nothing really comes to mind.
All right. Well, I will be as soon as we get off. I will be tweeting out the third character reveal for Legend of Hyrule, and so head over to @MidgardyRPG to learn more about our third character and maybe ask some interesting questions to help our player here flesh the character out.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm pumped for that. Hell yeah.
And that's it for today. We do have a session on Friday for Wonders, so stick around and
Bye, everyone.
Later.